Hello, fellow YouTubers. Welcome to the YouTube workstation. You have the manual and a quick guide. These are YouTube video tutorials. This is Facebook, and this is the app to run the gimbal. At any given time, feel free to scan it with your camera. You can go back and pause the video to do so. And what I am going to be doing is showing you exactly that. Open the Safari, brings you to the tutorials. If you follow the guide, it'll help you set up your camera. And for older cameras, I'm going to show you how to set the camera up right now. My camera is already on and has already been set up, and you can unpair your product and hook a remote to it, but it's kind of complicated and a little hard that nobody's showing. I have my camera already set up with the USB-C to the mini cable, or the micro cable as you call it. I have my battery in, and I'll show you without the battery. What I want to do is show you that the camera will turn on, that nobody has shown this while using the gimbal. I'm going to leave it sit like this, but I may have to double press the Wi-Fi in order to get it to go on. I don't know if any of these buttons here will get the camera to turn on. I heard somebody was able to do it, and I'm not 100% sure. Over here is the button. I'm going to double press it. It's going to blink, trying to pair. Watch the camera turn on. I'm going to swipe down. I'm going to swipe to the left, go to my connections, go to wireless connection, turn it on, and then go to the add device, remote control. It connects that fast. If I double click this button, I change the modes up here. Double press the time lapse. It always starts at default of photo. I am now going to take a video. This is one thing you do not want to do, is shut your camera down while it's recording. It will always be in recording, and you may not notice that. You have to manually shut your camera down with the Isteady Pro 4. I'm going to show you how to update, showing you a demonstration of holding the mode and holding the on button. When the blue light comes on, we are now ready to update. And when we look into the application, you'll look into the gimbal and you'll see the update, and I'll show you that as soon as I shut the camera down and turn it back on. The blue light blinked twice, telling you that the Bluetooth is on, even though it's on standby in the background. If I go now into the application, Hohem, over here, and open it up, I have to back out because it won't close the windows. And let's open this all up. You see you have Isteady Mobile Plus. If I hit connect, it's not going to connect to that. Hit the X to back out of it. You have Isteady Multi, Isteady Pro 4, 3, 2, and XG1 Classic, and Isteady Gear Series. If I go into the 2, 3, or 4, you're going to notice it's going to look for the devices. Let me X out of this. Go into the 3. hit connect device, and it's proving me wrong this time around. So let's go into the Pro 4, and let me just basically shut the app down and reopen the app. And now it's searching for Pro 4 to connect or not. Sure. We are connected. But let me close this down. Reconnect. As you can see, it's right there. Unconnect. And go into the Isteady Pro 2. And there you have it. The Pro 4 is in there. If I press it and connect, I can connect. So I did show you what wouldn't work at the beginning, but it will. Even though we're on Isteady Pro 4, the 2, 3, and 4 are the same. If I go up, it's going to go up. If I go down, it's going to go down. If I go left, it's going to go left. If I go right, it's going to go right. I need to get to more and to the gimbal information where I'm on version 1.002. So if I had that firmware, it would be here. And when I did the mode and the power to go into the firmware upgrade, this would have transferred off. Nowhere does it say. There is I for information that goes to the offline calibration. And that's just basically about everything in here. The I goes to the offline calibration. So some things are not set up. Since we're in the application, might as well get back into the control. I'm not going to go through everything. You can come here and change your modes. I do apologize for the shakiness. And I'm in video mode right now. I'm not hitting it hard enough. If I look over here, you notice that the battery indicator is off. These two do not correctly match up. Before it's down to 2, and I should have been 3 to 4 on here. If I want to record, this teal color will not change into different colors. Everything is teal. They should add different colors. If I need to recenter my gimbal, I just hit the recenter over here, and it will recenter. Let's go into motion lapse and set this up for you. Over here, it's not going to be huge to see how many set points we have. So let's say I want to tilt my camera, make that my first one. There's my first, number 1 in the upper left corner. And bring this all the way over here. Make that number 2. There's number 2. Then bring it all the way over here. And change my head all the way to like so. Make that number 3. Bring it up. And tilt the head the other way. And make that number 4. And if you double press it again, it's going to give you a warning. So you confirm it. And then do this again all the way over here. I look down. I'm used to this being the opposite way. And make that number 5. And I'm not sure how many I can go to because it doesn't say. It looks like we hit next to start it. And you can choose all the way up to so many hours. I only want to do 30. And like I said, they need to change these colors. Begin. There is no... Oh, wow, that didn't finish. I did 5 of them, and that proved me wrong. So let's go ahead and set that back up. And let's go 1. Let's do a little less. And let's look down. Set 1. Let's look all the way over here. Do 2 by hitting plus. Let's go all the way back again. Do plus. And let's look up. And let's change this head all the way around like so. Do 4 and then hit next and hit begin. So there we go. We're going to start. 5 may be its limit, or 4 may be its limit. And there is a line going along. You cannot see it at all. They need to correct these colors. So it is counting down, doing its job, and got 4 set points. And it's finishing up its last set point, looking up. As it's finishing, it said it's confirmed, and it's still completed. So please be very careful. Even though it says confirmed, it's not 100% complete until you do that. Now, let's just go ahead and see how many more we can do of these set points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's hit next and hit begin. So it can do 7. There's the 7. The first one was an issue. So I think I showed you a lot. Can I interrupt this and stop it? Let's see if we can hit the gimbal, any of the buttons. And it's recording. I didn't want to record. I want to stop it. And I can, mess around with it while it's doing its thing. And there's no way to cancel it out. There should have been a cancel button on it, and there was not. So what I want to do is shut the gimbal down. And I want to show you one last thing. I want to shut my camera down. I want to take everything off, and I want to show you how I'm going to take it off. I'm going to go forward, and I'm going to pull this out. And the one thing I want to show you is take off the battery door. And please forgive me when I don't put everything back together again. Here's the battery over there. I am doing my best to plug this in correctly again. I can put the door on. I'm not going to put the door on this particular time. I am going to pull this out a little because you want to pull it then to force it on there. And I'm going to turn the gimbal on. It's going to remember where it left off. Double click. Oh, look at that. My camera came on. I put everything on backwards. My fault. Did I put it on backwards? No, I didn't put it on backwards. Something's not right. Make a mistake. Start all over. Shut the gimbal off. This is the mistakes you made. Shut the gimbal off. I didn't make a mistake. I had everything on correctly. And these are things people don't show you out there. So here we are without the battery. We're all set up. And you saw in the front of the camera, it doesn't have a selfie mode. That's not what we're getting into. But you can see that we have power on. It showed me my power. And it showed me my Bluetooth is on. It's showing it's connected. And we're turning our camera on. And we could go out there and we could shoot all on the Hohem Isteady Pro 4. Now let me conclude this video. So I'm going to turn my camera on, and I can't because I need to have power, right? And speaking about power, we got to hit the side button. And I got this USB Type A cable. It's going to charge my smartphone. And let's see if I could show it to you. Plug it in. My phone's charging. I'm having a good time. And I got, what, 12 plus 14 hours of run time? And I'm down to 2 batteries or so. That is interesting indeed. If I unplug it, I'm back up to 3 times battery. And if I shut my GoPro off, I'm definitely 3 plus batteries. And there you go. Now, I hope this video was somewhat helpful to you all out there. A person demonstrating a lot of good things. So check out Hohem Isteady Pro 4. It needs to have the camera turn on with the gimbal and the camera to shut down with the gimbal. Am I missing something? Post down below if I am. I'm trying to figure it out myself. So on that note, I'm Fish, and I catch you on many other videos to come.